If you still want a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, guess what? More bad news. Man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like we're going to be waiting until 2023 to get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, and I'm going to explain why in this video. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy RTV, where I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. And I talk about video games in basically the console war here, but I want to cover what's happening now in this crazy time that we're living in, because there's many things holding back the production of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, right? Because there was a 2020 pandemic, which, you know, Sony didn't think that they were going to sell, so many PlayStations during the pandemic, because, people were not working, everybody was stuck at home, and the government was giving out checks, stimulus checks. But and those checks were supposed to be, so that people can help themselves. So Sony didn't think that they were gonna sell this many. Till this day, Sony has sold 10 million PlayStation 5s, right? And I'm just talking about the PlayStation 5 here, and not even mentioning the Xbox Series X, because I don't know, Microsoft, they don't reveal their numbers. All right, so it's saying, unfortunately for gamers who still haven't been able to get their hands on a PS5 or Xbox Series X, it seems the problem will continue for years. Okay, so the PS5 and console both launched in the same year. Yeah, so it's being, so it's very difficult to get one because of, number one, the pandemic, scalpers, and the chip shortage. And I'm gonna get to the chip shortage in a moment. It says, yeah, it's made it difficult for consumers to get their hands on the next generation console, and unfortunately, it seems as though those supplies issues are going to continue for several, for a foreseeable future. CEO of Intel, Pat Gelsinger. By the way, Intel is a chip company. He said recently said in an earnings call that the chip shortage plaguing the tech industry will likely continue to 2023, and that it may take another 1 or 2 years before manufacturers can adequately meet demand. While Gelsinger expects the chip shortage situation to improve somewhat by the end of 2022, by his estimate, it could very well be 2023 before supplies caught up to the demand. And it should be noted that this situation also applies to RTX 30 graphics cards as well. So basically, the NVIDIA graphics cards, Here's basically talking about the gamers and all that. It said one thing that potential PS5 owners could do is to sign up for the PlayStation Direct program. PlayStation Direct will be giving them a chance to sign in online queue, potentially buy a PlayStation 5. Well, it's not a guarantee way to get a next-gen console. It may be a better route than trying to buy them doing frenzy Walmart restocks that often see the PS5 console sold out instantly or scooped up by robots. So right now, it's just not a good idea, right? And also, it's not a good idea if you have a PlayStation 5. Guess what? A lot of games that are being made for the PlayStation 5 are also being made for the PlayStation 4, right? For example, a good example was God of War. Okay, it says God of War will release on PS4. The new one, God of War Ragnarok, will be released on PS4 and PS5. Former director says, right? And the reason why they're doing that is because PlayStation 4 has 400 million players. PlayStation 4 has 400 million players. 100 million players, and the PlayStation 5 only has 10 million. Okay, so they have to serve their customers. They have to, serve their 100 million PlayStation 4 users than the 10 million PlayStation 5 users. So there's going to be a holdup on some PS5 games. And a lot of people that are angry, a lot of people that have a PS5 are angry that, new games are also coming for the PS4, so it was kind of a waste to buy a PlayStation 5. But this all has to do with the pandemic, This all has to do with the pandemic and the chip shortage, because not everybody's gonna have one until, until 2023, right? And then now, as far as the chip shortage, as says for CNBC, it said there's many things that are holding back a chip shortage. It says the chip shortage that started surge demand in personal computers and other electronics for work, school during the pandemic now threatens snarl car production around the world. Semiconductors are in short supply because of the big demand for electronics, shifting business models, which include outsourcing production in effects from former President Donald Trump's trade war. Chips are likely to remain in short supply in coming months as demand remains higher than ever. So basically, since a lot of things started going digital during the pandemic, a lot of people started working from home. A lot of people started using Zoom and Skype calling, right? And the whole Zoom calls, it went through the roof. I mean, Zoom calling basically overtook Microsoft Skype. So now there's more people want electronic devices, more people want laptops, more people want computers, and the demand just keep going up and up and up because of the pandemic. So there's so much demand, and these companies cannot keep up with it, right? So they can't just focus on making PlayStations. They also have to focus on making chips for for laptops, computers, and a whole bunch of other devices, cameras, cars, you name it, right? Now, let's go ahead and talk about TSMC. TSMC is the factory, is a factory that makes the processing chips for your PlayStations, for your computers, for all kinds of devices. Okay? So they're actually making more money during the pandemic because of the demand. The demand has increased, therefore they're making more money. And here at The Verge, it says TSMC revenue surges as it warns chip shortage will continue into next year. So the production company, here it is, the production company themselves are telling us there's going to be a chip shortage, guys. So watch out. So chip manufacturer, and this TSMC, they're in Taiwan, okay? They're in Taiwan, and they're saying it has reiterated that it expects chip shortage to continue into next year. The warning came as the company shortage its latest financial result, which saw its net sales rise almost 20%. Right, so they're making a lot more money, and see, and this company, it supplies chips to world's biggest tech companies like Apple, Qualcomm, AMD that make the Ryzen processors, and controls 28% of the world's conductor production capacity, according to a recent report, right? And they're saying they're warning about the chip shortage lasting to 2022. Broadly in line of the TSMC said last quarter. The CEO then said in 2023, I hope we can offer more capacity to support our customers. At that time, we'll start to see the supply chain tightness release a little bit. Other companies issue warnings alongside similar tech. So basically, they're all saying the same thing. 2023. Okay, 2023. The production companies that makes the processing computer chips for our consoles, they're saying until 2023, you're not gonna see a large production of these products. Okay, they're I went on a long talk here, but yes, guys, just hold your horses. Don't hold your breath. Give it 2 more years, and also Sony. Sony has made a good decision to make more games for the PS4 until the PS5 is solved. Until the problem of the PS5 production is solved. Also, remember, Sony is also going to redesign. Okay, they're going to redesign the PlayStation 5. So it's probably not going to look like this. Okay, maybe it's gonna be smaller, maybe it's gonna be bigger, but it's going to be redesigned. And I think they're also redesigning it to make it to make it more affordable. You know, maybe they're gonna shrink it in size so that, you know, people won't have this humongous thing sitting in their, you know, sitting on top of their desk. But yeah, man, it's just a matter of waiting now and being patient so that we can get our next gen console. What is up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can receive new future notifications. Check out the blog at ndrtv.com. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts or anything you want to say right below this video in the comments below. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, everybody. Godspeed.